Hello, I'm Felicia Vereen, always known as Fee.
Hey, Fee, and I'm your girl, Sharita 3, better known as Fred.
And we are Inspire Her, the Total Woman podcast, all about uplifting you.
Yes.
Because, friends, face it, you are awesome.
We'll be chatting up about topics we love to talk about. All the things we as women must juggle every day and the ish we complain about.
But who's listening?
Girl,
we'll chat about the struggle, the job, and about him. You know who we talking about.
Girl.
That boo, husband, boyfriend, ex, whatever you calling them today. Our lovely hellions, kids.
Our angels. But seriously, friends, life happens, and we don't always get a chance to talk about it. We take it on the chin and we keep it moving.
Because that's what we were told to do.
Yep.
But here on Inspire Her, the Total Woman podcast with Red and Fee, we are the friends you love to hang out with. We are here to inspire her, the Total Woman.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, people. I feel like I've been gone for a long time.
Now you're back with the jump ball.
Yeah. And look, y'all can't be doing no great job when I'm not here.
Oh, my girls held it down. Trina, Tanya, Janika, we held it down for you, Fee. You know how we do.
Y'all even listen. I ain't hear my name mentioned, but a couple of times, like a brief second. I'm like, that's all I get when I'm gone.
No. You know, I know you had some things going on, so you held it down for me a few times. So I felt it only right that I hold it down for you.
So what's going on, baby girl? What's going on?
Life is lifing. Nothing too much. Nothing too much. We want to take a chance to let me share this video.
Okay. What video are we sharing?
I mean, sharing the podcast live. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm like, what? She said, I thought, look, y'all, life is life, but it's great. I'm like, I'm feeling stupendous.
Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday. What you got planned?
You remember my goddaughters, right? The little ones. The
Mhm.
middle one is graduating. No, the youngest one is graduating from college this weekend.
Wow, that's awesome.
We are headed to the University of West Georgia, where she will be getting a bachelor's in criminal justice and a minor in psychology.
Oh, good deal. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Yep. And my baby girl is coming home from college. Can you believe freshman year is already over?
It's a wrap.
That is crazy.
Yes. And my baby has 3 more
for colleges.
Yes. This time flew. That time went by very fast.
It did. And I'm like, whoa. Oh, and she's created, guys, look, follow India. She has created we're not finished yet, but she's created her own little business. Sports journalism. So she's been around shooting pictures of her friends and their sporting events. And her business is called Shots by India. She's created an Instagram page. So she's working on it. She is definitely working on it.
Make sure you send it to me so I can follow her page.
I will. And what's your babies doing?
They ain't doing too much. So Jayla only has 3 more classes, so she'll finish in the summer with her bachelor's in psychology. And I'm so happy.
Cool.
So happy about that.
Yes.
Yes.
And Meet the Threats.
Oh, Meet the Threats is going pretty good. We have an interview coming up on Monday. I'll share that site so you guys can check it out. It'll be on the YouTube page. I'll get the information. I'll put it out there. So yes.
Okay. All right. Well, look, guys, we back with some hot topics because I'm just saying, it's so much going on in this world it's like sometimes you just don't know what people are thinking, right?
Yes.
And this first topic we're going to talk about.
Well, let's introduce our guest. Who this man?
We'll get into that.
Okay.
But I felt like we needed a male's view.
Yes.
So one of the first people I thought about was and they laughed at me when I said one of the most vociferous males we have in our comments. So we invited Mr. John Kilby to join us tonight. So welcome, John.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Wow.
A whole lot about you.
I got an applause. John Kilby, born and raised Richmond, Virginia. Richmond Public Schools graduated.
Yeah.
J. Sergeant Reynolds graduate. St. Paul's College graduate. Current Master's of Divinity student at Virginia Union.
Okay. I always knew he was going to be a minister. Look.
Yes. Preach, man.
Good. I hear you. I hear you.
I got the perfect lady for you. But I digress.
Father,
like that.
Father of three, worker for the city of Richmond for the last 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Two grown daughters and one about to finish high school next year. So, ain't too much to tell.
That's a whole lot.
That's
very interesting life. Good deal. Sophie, what's our first hot topic?
Let me get a sip first.
I see she gotta take a sip. Oh, that's one of my lines.
Because this thing is bothering. This thing was bothering me.
Come with it.
We're gonna the first topic. Why are women being called masculine when it's really not masculinity that we seek? We're just taking care of business. Some of us. We're taking care. We're taking care of business because we have no choice.
Mm-hmm.
We call it being assertive.
Right.
And some men always want to put this tag on us. You want to be the man. You want to be the man. You got too much masculine energy. And I'm tired of it. And it's not just, it's not, just me, but even on television, some of our female actors, actresses, they say it about them as well. What's the deal with that, John? I don't get it.
We come out of an age where a lot of us had the two-parent household. Some of us had the one-parent household, but still women did certain things. If you turn your TV on, Florida Evans did certain things. You turn the station, Louise Jefferson did certain things, but in the late 80s, early 90s, you had Claire Huxtable who did certain things. So it's a changing of the times that some men are not willing to accept. Plain and simple. Sometimes a woman really can go overboard sometimes with things that she does.
Explain that, please.
Explain.
What is overboard? I mean, just for education, and I'm challenging, what does that mean? Because a lot of women may not know. We may think we're just doing what we have to do in a relationship or what we're used to doing. So what is going overboard?
All right. And I had this conversation with a woman at my job. Her husband is a little bit like me. There's certain things that we don't feel that women should have to do, but they do it anyway. In terms of cutting the grass, taking out the trash, paying for dinner when we go out. If she wants her hair fixed, that's something that a man takes care of for his woman. That ain't your job. It's my job. If that's what you want. I mean, you can do it yourself, but that's not what we grew up seeing. So
you
it's hard.
buy into the gender role. You buy into the gender role.
Do I buy into it?
The gender roles, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if you don't have that man in the house?
If you don't have, then that's something totally different. But a man knows his role as a man. Especially when he has a woman that he's really bought into and wants to be with. There's certain things that she should not have to do, or she shouldn't be doing.
You're going into another realm. I'm talking about, what about those women? Because when I was raising my child, I didn't have a man in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So because of some things that I would say or do,
Right.
men put that title on me, and I was just doing what I needed to do to keep my household going. When you don't have that
Correct.
man there.
So
what were those certain things?
Just like, when you've been doing things for so long,
right?
And let's just say you do meet somebody, or you are in an environment. Let's say you've been taking care of the household for so long. You're in management at your job, and you're a leader. You're pretty much a leader in a lot of different spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Say it again.
You're a leader in a lot of different spaces.
Right.
And even so, let's say maybe even a male that you are supervisor over, or a male that's on a committee that you're on,
right?
They will tag you with that. She got too much. She got too much masculine energy for me, But I'm not. I've never. I mean, you know me. I'm a very feminine woman. I ain't never tried to be a man,
right?
But I do exert. And I guess I exude. I know how to take care. Let me just say this. I know how to take care of my business. I know how to get things done.
Right.
Right. And some men don't like that.
No. Any man worth his salt gonna welcome that. Because if you know how to do certain things, that helps the man. That helps the man. Now,
I have an example, and I want you to respond. So both Fee and I were very independent women, educated, smart, had homes and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
We had children, so we used to doing everything. So we ended up falling in love and getting married to men that had to come into our space. What would you have? Which was it was a lot for us to let down those guards and allow that man to be that man, because we were so used to doing it on our own. As a man, how would you fit into that situation to help ease our minds or provide comfort to us, to allow us to slowly let go of that?
Right.
Well, the beginning of that, it starts with a conversation. I'm going to ask you, where does a man fit in your life? Where do you see me fitting in your life right now? What are the holes that you need me to fill right now for you?
Wasn't expecting that, but yes, I was, because you. So that's good stuff.
What are the holes? But some men come in thinking that I need to take my place.
and that's where you lose at, because once something has been established, it's been established. But we all need to find out where we fit. Now, if we look at the way things are structured and the way other people think things should be structured, you're going to lose because you can't run your house based on what you see somebody else is doing. You know,
Amen.
excuse me.
I said, amen.
So, there are certain structures that go on between a man and a woman. It's biblical, but that's in that particular household. So, the Bible teaches that the head of every woman is the man, and the head of every man is God. So, once we understand that piece right there, if you're going to be the leader of the house, you're going to have to understand that people have different strengths. And where they're strong at, you got to let them do that. Because if you try to do it, you're going to mess it up. Period.
Right.
So if that person is strong in that particular department, let them do it. Because if you go try to mess it up, it's going to become a power struggle. And nobody needs that. We too old for that now. Especially if you...
Right about that.
Nobody needs... Huh?
So can a traditional man and an independent woman, could they make it work?
Yes. Yes. Because when you bring it together, you done struggled enough in life. And if you see somebody that has something that can do something that you can't, why not let them do it? Who cares what other people think? Who cares what other people say? You know the peace that's under your roof, and that's all that matters.
Correct.
Everybody can't do that, though.
No,
It's
everybody can't.
Everybody can't do that.
But you know what? When you've been without and you've had a chance to be alone and you see what works and what doesn't work, only a fool would make the adjustments.
I agree with that.
Mm.
Yep. I agree with that. But I think, you know, once you've had something,
right?
It goes with once you've been in a relationship and then you go without, then you see that, man, I probably can deal with that versus what's out here now.
But there are some women, and I've seen this, there are some women who, once they find that good man and they've made it on their own for a while, they tend to talk to that man like he's a child, like he's one of the children. And because this woman is in a good position and she makes a certain amount of money, she can do certain things, and brother don't want to go back, you know, he'll go sit in the corner and put the bib around his throat like he one of the children.
Not the bib.
The bib.
No,
So
man.
you saying that he deals
with it. Yeah. Especially if his money does not match hers. That's a fact.
That's a lot for a man to deal with.
It is.
So
what's a lot for
energy? That's definitely that masculine energy.
But you still have men out here that won't even approach a woman that, let's just say, got her own money, her job, her nice house, taking care of things, doing her own thing. You got men out here that won't even approach a woman like that because in his mind, some of them in their mind think, yeah, she probably ain't feeling me. But then some of them in their mind think she's too much. She's too much to handle.
And in some cases they are right, and in some cases they're wrong. I think it depends on the individual. There are some women who won't talk to a man unless he has certain kind of car or a certain kind of house. There are some women that won't talk to a man if he's not a fraternity guy, or if he doesn't have a certain amount of education, or if he hasn't had his own business, or if he hasn't reached a certain level in his career. So it depends on what the makeup of the man is. But I have certain things that I like and don't like. And I think I shared a individual date one night where I said something to somebody and they responded, and it was a turnoff. It was a pure turnoff. And it wasn't her fault. I could have handled it different, but it was a turnoff.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last time you were on here, you talked about the woman saying something that was a turn off. Are you a difficult man to deal with?
Don't look. We're gonna get on that. Are you a difficult man?
Yeah, I mean, because you talking about
what was the turn off? That's what I want to know. What was the turn off?
Oh, I told you we was at the movies and we went to see a movie.
Did you mute yourself by mistake?
No.
Okay, go ahead and say it again.
And we were at a certain movie, and I said what the movie was, and she was like, you know, what that mean? I was like, yo.
We talked about that. It could have been a teachable moment.
Yeah.
Yo.
But I mean, like somebody asked me about Imitation of Life. And I remember the movie, but I don't remember what it was about.
That movie was about race and color.
But I'm just saying, would that have been a turnoff for you if I said something that you thought I should know? Or
no, it wouldn't have been a turnoff for me. No. And to be honest with you, I was completely wrong for that. But
did you apologize? And because we talked about that the last time you were in the comments, like that's not cool. That could have been a teachable moment. And
I did apologize.
Well, that's good. At least you took the time
to apologize.
Yeah, I did apologize. I apologize, but it was a turnoff. But I mean, I've had situations where I was a turnoff to other women by the things that I've said to them. You know, for me, I love intellect in a woman. That's a turnoff. I love it because you can talk about so much and so many different things. You know, so. For me, that intellectual piece is very important. Very important.
All right. Well, this next, well, great. So
Go ahead.
like how you said that some men can handle it,
and
some men cannot handle a woman that's about her business. So listen, guys, stop tagging us with that. Oh, you trying to be the man? I don't want to be no man. And Fred don't want to be no man, and all the other women out here that's taking care of their business, we do not want to be a man. But what we will do is take care of business.
Well, let me ask you this. Is there a time where either one of you feel like that you need to fall back on certain things or certain areas because you feel like there's certain things that's turning him off?
Absolutely. Yeah, by nature, I'm Leo. I'm bossy. So, you know, my husband always, you know, say I may try to feel like I'm trying to tell him what to do or be his mama kind of thing. So yeah, that's something that I had to work on too. But I'm used to being a single mom and telling the kids what to do, and you know, sometimes I can overdo it with you need to do this, you need to do this, and this needs to be done, and this needs to be done. So,
hey, Arlene. I mean, listen, even now with my daughter and my ex-husband, there are things where I have learned. I don't have to speak on everything. I call him and I say, I'm leaving this up to you. You know, I'm like you said, I'm falling back. I'm gonna leave this up to you because I know that I can get a little aggressive with her when she's not doing what I expect. And he's the more mild-mannered talk to you person, you know. But I've talked to you like 2-3 times, I'm done. But he knows how to continuously do it, you know, to get them to listen. So I was like, I'm gonna let you have it. Let me fall back. But I had to learn that. I had to learn that. And it takes the right person to teach you that or to learn from, because I had to realize that, oh shoot, I get a different response. He gets a different response than I do. You know,
and it could just be that male voice, that male presence.
Right.
Could be that.
Right.
So thing that I noticed, a lot of women are choosing to travel alone to other countries or even in the States. What y'all think about that? Is it safe for a woman to travel to another country? I've known women that's, they've gone to a different country just to say, hey, I just need to get away from everything and everybody. What do you guys think about that?
Well, yeah. I mean, if that person done worked hard and got enough money to go somewhere and see the world by herself, sometimes, man, you need that space and that time to unwind, open your mind up,
I was just gonna say something about Tom.
and see the world. If you look on Facebook and see Tanika, she's somewhere everywhere. And
Tanya has been too. I mean, I think it's good. Me, I'm a little now, like I was telling Red earlier, if there's like a group, I don't even have to know the people in the group. I would do it. Now going around the United States, heck yeah, no problem. Out of the country, I get concerned about the stuff that I've heard, about things. It might just be me. About, I get concerned about, oh my God, I'm out here by myself. What might happen? But if I'm with a group and I'm like, you still by yourself, but you with a travel group or something like that.
right, right.
I need to let everybody know where I'm at.
Right. Right. I mean, in when you think about today's issues, especially with the sex traffickers and people snatching people up and holding them captive and turning them into sex workers and stuff like that, yeah, I can see that concern. But for a person that just wants to get out and go see the world by themselves and experience some things by themselves, to me, it's better to do some things by yourself first before you do it with anybody else. Then there are some things that is good to have both people learning these things together. So, and traveling is one of them things, man, where it's good to do it by yourself and it's good to do it with other people. It depends on the situation and the time and that period or that point of life that you're in.
I agree with
That's
that.
true too. You could be in between relationships. You could just be overwhelmed. Your husband or fiance or mate couldn't get off. You just didn't want to take him. You want to leave him and the kids alone. So it's several different reasons why women just do that.
Now, I had to sit and talk with one of my buddies because his wife wanted to go on a cruise by herself with her girlfriends, and he was like, "No, sir, no, sir."
Why not? Why not?
Why not? Because
outside tonight.
I mean, nah, they was talking about going to Cancun by themselves.
What's wrong with that?
No.
You can't go to Cancun by yourself.
We and him and I, we talked about it. I was like, wait, well, man, look, she's a grown woman. She's your wife, and she wants to go somewhere with her friends. What can it hurt? What can it hurt?
Nothing.
Now, absent makes the heart grow fonder. Now, when she get back, you can show her how much you missed her.
Absolutely.
Why she's
you gotta let me know.
I knew you were gonna say that. See, that's where that masculine energy come in, John.
Say it again.
I said, I knew she was gonna say something about let. That's where that masculine
Go ahead. I want to address that.
About this masculine energy.
I want to address that. Let you go because when I say let, if there's some things that I want to do, I'm gonna come and ask you as my wife. Will you allow me to do this? Because I belong to you and you belong to me.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm gonna come to you and say, baby, I want to go with my friends, blah blah blah. But I'm gonna feel like a child if you be like, oh no, you can't go. You can't. And it ain't because we don't have the money. It ain't because we in a sticky point, but just because you don't want me to, that's where trust come in at. You don't trust me.
And I understood why he didn't want her. Come on, man, Cancun. with females.
She can go to Jamaica. Can all the islands is the same? Pretty
I
much.
get that. I get that. But men know when a woman is between 38 and 45, that drive is there. And you
That
can't deny it.
That
And
ain't
so,
true.
huh?
Ain't true. If you love your man,
Hold
you,
up.
there is
Hold
plenty
up.
of times when me and my girlfriend went out of town.
Hold up.
That no men.
Hold up. Hold up. I'm
Uh-uh.
just saying. I understood where he was coming from. I understood it. I do. But
He is insecure.
Because
I
he
would
don't want
say
his woman to go,
Insecure.
or
he didn't.
either dependent on his wife.
One of his things was there comes a certain time where cruises are for him and his wife. But you know what? I get that. I
John.
get that. I said, I get that. I understand that. I get that. But, bruh, you're going to have to let her go. She can't be with you 24/7 all the time. She going to need some time with her friends. But he was like, man,
Bottom line is, did she go?
she did. She
So what
did.
happened when she got back? Was he in his feelings?
When she got back, he's one of the guys. We didn't see him and her for about 2 weeks.
So they had some words. It was some mess.
No.
He was putting it in.
Yeah.
He felt like when she came back, he had to show her something so she wouldn't leave again.
Right. That's what that was about. And when she was gone, I was glad when she got back. I ain't gonna even lie.
He's dependent.
He was miserable.
Very dependent.
I don't know. That he seemed a little clingy to me.
He was but you know what though? You know what's funny about this guy? He was a pure player when we was in college.
That be the ones.
And when he met her, he dropped everything.
Wow, she was the one.
He knew what he would be doing if he went to Cancun. That's the problem.
No, what's funny about it? This guy is the most trustworthy person with his wife. He don't fool around behind her. He knows that's his wife, and he loves that woman.
But I'm saying he know what he used to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ain't no doubt about it.
Into his mind when she said she want to go with her girls.
And yeah, so I mean,
girls might be out there.
When he became married, Put it that way.
Okay, that very traditional man and take his vows seriously. So I guess the consensus is it is good for a woman to travel by herself. So my other thing, I don't know why I was thinking about this, that the book Steve Harvey wrote, Think Like a Man. Does that still 2024? Y'all remember some of the things that he wrote in there? Does that still work in 2024 to think like a man?
No, because you're gonna be called masculine. How you gonna tell me not to be masculine and want me to think like a man?
I'm saying like the things that he wrote in the book, like some of the stuff.
I know.
So wait, the 3-month rule, for example, the asking a person what is their 5-year plan, what are their short-term goals? Do we still ask those questions? Those people who are single?
Oh, no question about it. No question about it. You do ask because me. I know in 53 days I'll be double nickel. In 53 days, July the 4th.
Count it down.
Yeah. I'll be double nickel.
So you got so was you asking
for her short-term plan? I'm hoping she want the one that asked about the movie.
No.
Okay.
Good.
Get
off next time.
Because that's something she would know. But okay.
All right, I got a question. So, John, Pastor, Pastor Keon, is it Keon? Keon
Yeah,
Henderson
Keon.
told the lady to hush while he was doing praise and worship, and the lady was having a moment. She was feeling that Holy Ghost.
Right, right.
Stopped what he was doing and went over there and told that lady, hush, calm down.
Right.
But that was the first time.
That wasn't the first time though, but go ahead.
That ain't, I heard he did that before.
Yeah, but to the same person who's in the choir that's mic'd up. Now, if I'm in church and I'm trying to be one with the Lord, even though I'm in it, that could be a little distracting for me. Because
when you can't control that.
No, you can't.
If you can't control it, then you gotta. If you have a moment with the Lord, you might have been going through something.
Right.
Every week.
Every week
she going through something.
Every week.
I do have my moments in church, but it ain't every week that I'm feeling this, like that.
Right.
Every week. I ain't bawling in tears. Some Sundays I'm bawling with tears, makeup running, snot, all kind of stuff. And some I'm just receiving the word. Every week I'm not.
You can't tell people how they feel.
What y'all think about that in the comments? Was it inappropriate for him to hush the woman? And would that have been distracting to you if you trying to get your words? She's screaming and hollering. She in the choir, so she got a mic. So it's not like
that happened. He would have been telling everybody to hush.
But the thing is, he said, and I watched him. What's the lady's name? Tamara or whatever it was.
It's Tamara Hall. They were on there today. Tamara Hall show.
He was on there. And he was saying, this is not the first time that I spoke to this lady about this, and she consistently does it. And so, my thoughts is how do you know you're not saying something that's touching that very thing that's bothering her? How do you know that you're not reaching her?
She needs a one-on-one.
What needs to happen is you need to take that mic off of her and put her in the back.
He was like, if he was anybody else and he was this close to tell her to shut the F up.
And they on the stage, that's blasphemy. What are you talking about?
You can't do that, man.
Was he wrong? I'm asking the people in the chat. Was Pastor Keon wrong for hushing and snapping at the lady? Part of me said yes, and part of me said no.
I think he was definitely out of pocket.
If she's doing it every week, and it's, maybe you don't need to be up in the choir if you know it's gonna happen at the same time every Sunday. Here she goes.
Well,
speak on that.
My father was co-chair of the deacon board at the church we went to. And, he used to pray and tear the church up when he was praying. But there was this one lady, and I mean, boy, she used to holler to the top of her lungs, and you knew what the cue was. You knew it was coming. But who's to say that, she wasn't hit by the Spirit at that same time each time?
Sure.
I don't know.
Falling out. Tawanda, sounds like it was routine at inappropriate times. Absolutely. That's just
Tawanda, you can't be telling nobody how to praise the worship.
Yes, it was inappropriate and routine because she doing it every week like clockwork. She getting some attention. It's almost like being at a funeral and you just screaming and hollering and you running up to the casket kind of trying to jump in. That's inappropriate. That's a bit much.
Rita sitting in the audience. Here it comes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Y'all know where we're going straight.
I've seen a lot of that.
We going straight. We going
You
straight.
know,
I'm not
we all
participating
we
in
all
this, Lord. I'm not
Christians in
telling
here.
people how to praise and
No,
worship.
I got a
no.
question to ask. Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
Because something happened this past weekend. And I'm glad y'all called me because I want to get the woman's opinion on this.
Okay.
Somebody I know was arrested Monday,
Mm.
but he was arrested because he's a trucker. And I think he drives all the way up to Delaware, comes back home. He has 3 children with this woman, but she goes out every weekend, right? So this past weekend, he got tired of it because they have 3 children and she goes out Friday and Saturday, but she stays home on Sunday nights. And sometimes she doesn't get home till like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. So this particular weekend, he told her not to go. She go into the car. He go gets his gun and shoots out both of her back tires and told her to get her behind back in the house. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. But he got
She
paid
needs-
time.
He done took it too far. Brother man took it too far.
He shot out both of her back
Brother
tires.
man took it too far.
Yeah, he needed to go to jail. That was a bit
He
much.
took it too far. He took
So
it
he's
too far.
gone through the week like he's an over the road truck driver. He come home
Right,
every day.
right.
Okay, so the weekends you at home. She is gone while he's at home with the kids.
Yeah.
Well, why he
Wow.
had to shoot out the tires? He could have just went and popped them.
He shot tires out.
He could have shot somebody.
No, he
said
wasn't
you
gonna do
won't-
nothing to
you
her.
not
He wasn't gonna do nothing to her, but he wanted her to stay home.
Shooting
Yeah,
that
you
bullet
ain't going to see your man
anyway.
tonight. Look, you
Huh?
ain't going to see your man tonight.
What in the world? First of all, what kind of friends you got? You already done told us about 2 that's a little sketchy. So
I said somebody I know. I ain't say we were friends. Somebody I know.
Yeah,
But-
I think it was
Okay.
wrong. That's a
Yeah,
crime. So she called the police on him.
Yeah,
So he's in jail, so she still couldn't go out.
but you know, what type of woman goes out and come home 2, 3 o'clock in the morning? Now,
One that got another man on the side.
my grandmama told me at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, ain't nothing open but legs and hospitals. So
I thought it was the 7-Eleven was open. No, just kidding.
legs and hospitals.
She ain't interested in that man, you know.
No.
She out there, auntie outside tonight. Oh, y'all know that song up there?
Mhm. But is she wrong? Is she wrong?
Yeah,
Is
he's
she
wrong.
Is he wrong
He
for
wrong.
shooting
He
her
wrong.
tires? Absolutely.
Definitely
Is she
he's wrong.
for going-
But is she wrong for going out
Yes,
and staying out to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning?
absolutely.
So every
Absolutely.
weekend, and she got kids. How old are the kids?
It don't
I
matter.
think they stair steps. I think the youngest is 3,
Oh
and he
yeah,
got
yeah.
5
no.
and 7.
Not every week. No, you're not
Yes,
2 and 3
that's
o'clock
right.
every weekend.
I mean, I can see her trying to get her downtime, but 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, everybody know me. I'm in the bed. I definitely can be out on 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes, every weekend is a bit much.
Every weekend is too much. Now, having her moments where she can go out or whatever, because what
Yeah.
you doing at 2:30?
Now on the flip side of that, she is a stay-home mom.
She still ain't got to stay out to 2:30 in the morning
Yeah,
every
not
week.
to 2:30 in the morning. No, that's yeah.
I would
I
be
think
more
that's
so questioning what you doing. Are you
Right.
at the club?
Yeah, is she in a club? Is she hanging out with the girls? What's she doing?
Well,
And then
You
I think is that's
for what I understand, she's the only married one in the bunch of her friends.
now that is something like yeah. She ain't gonna be married long with that
That's a
type of
whole
behavior.
nother topic.
That
Huh?
is a whole
That's a whole
That's a whole
nother
nother-
topic right there.
But I thought it went a bit too far. Anytime you gotta shoot the tires out on a car, when you
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like you gotta do that, it's time for y'all to have a talk.
Absolutely.
You need the pastor, you need to sit that young man down and have a conversation with him. He out there shooting tires out.
Mhm.
Something ain't right.
It's
Tanya
definitely
said
stolen.
there's nothing wrong. Tanya said, but it's nothing wrong with her wanting to be out. And I agree. If she has kids that's young, that is more than likely a young woman. I get
Right.
it. But 2:30 in the morning every weekend, and you got stair steps, so you got a 3, 4, and a 5, or
I
something
think
like
it's 3, 5, and 7.
okay. At 2:30 every weekend? No.
Yeah, because my thing is with him, you know, I'm the type person. The first time she came home at that time, you need to turn back, go back where you been. You can't come up in here. I'm sorry. Go back to where you been.
It's a Jody out there. It's a
It's
Jody somewhere.
It's Jody.
Yeah, you can't come up in here. I'm sorry. You ain't welcome here no more. Bye.
I understand if she's a stay-at-home mom, she wants to get out.
Right.
I
Right.
get that. But yeah, no. Mm-mm.
How old is he?
She is 29. I think he's like 34,
They're
35.
young. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
young. I mean, okay, I get it. That she want to hang out, and that's the only time she's home all week with her kids. I get it, but
Every weekend.
not every weekend.
I get her. I'm not saying don't go out. By all means, go have fun with your friends. But the one thing that she got to understand, you married. You can't do everything. No. Your friends
You
out
sure
there popping it, dropping it, doing whatever
Right.
with Jody and them. You can't do that. You married.
I got another question for you, ladies.
Well, he's taking over the
Who was the
podcast.
question?
I got a question for you, ladies.
Go ahead.
Is there a time limit that a woman who, let's say, is she is broken through the glass ceiling, is on top of her game, but the man that she's interested is not? Do you give men time limits to catch up, or do you see where he is and love him from that point?
I have a girlfriend that's kind of dealing with that too. I think being patient, because hopefully I would try to weigh the qualities. What are his qualities? Does he have other good qualities? And it may be a reason why he's not at that point in his life to where he wants to be. So, but if he has, look, I'm getting back to the book, potential, or he's showing something, or he's trying to do something, I would say yeah, because I wasn't always where, as a woman, she wasn't always where she was. Time frame, I don't know. I guess it depends on what your goals are. If I'm trying to, if our goal is to buy a house, or my goal is to buy a house, and your credit score this, and you're not making enough money, then a time frame would be on it. But I don't know. I guess he would have to make up in other areas.
I got a
What
little
you think, Fee?
opinion, simply because I went through that.
Tell you crazy.
It depends, right? and I'm about to say something like that, because if you are the same age that if it's a younger man, then maybe I'll give you time to get yourself together. But I'm probably not marrying you right now. But I'm giving you time to get yourself together. But if you're the same old ripe age as I am, or older,
she said right.
Because if you same age as I am, you right, and you good. You've been out here for a little while. You choosing not to have your stuff together. So am I supposed to wait? Now if you've been down on your, you lost your job or something like that,
or divorce,
or divorce, and your woman took all your money, then yeah, you need some time to get
woman took all your money. Go ahead.
Some of these women take
It-
the money. You gotta take the
it-
house and take the money. Look at Portia trying to take that man's house.
the house and the dog.
Took the dog and everything. Food in the refrigerator, all that. I mean, you know what? At a certain age, if you still out there doing crazy stuff and don't know how to handle your money, you need to keep on going.
I
was
get
trying
it
to keep up with Joneses,
Got to
yeah.
Nah, you
because
just
I'm
always-
I'm gonna share something with you right now. Right now, I don't own a home, right? So, but the money is put to the side. Everything is in place for the new house, the new furniture, the new car, the whole nine. It's there.
okay.
But the housing market in Virginia right now is crazy.
Everybody
Yes,
don't
it
have to own a house, John.
No,
But,
they
huh?
don't.
Everybody don't have to own a house.
Right.
Mm-mm.
But
So look at the fact that you staying in a condo apartment with a rented house or something like that. If you
I
pay
get it.
bills, you good.
Huh?
You able to pay your bills on time.
Yeah. We taken care of now. Things are lovely. But I just feel for me because I got goals. And at a certain age, for me, I feel like as a man, I need to own a home. And that's been a goal of mine. But this housing market, man, for what you ain't getting what you would have got 2 years ago. Right?
That's true. That's true.
Right. So the interest rate is holding things up for me because I got a certain way because I'm getting towards that retirement age where I didn't kind of like put the nickels and quarters where they need to be for me to live comfortably, own a home, enjoy retirement, take trips, drive my new car, buy my pretty clothes, keep my hair cut, and do what I want to do. But it's just, what are you laughing at?
You
I
said
was
keep
ready.
your ass up.
No. I was ready to make a joke on you, but just
Go ahead.
But
Oh,
But-
no, don't be
No,
joking.
no.
You being serious.
so
No,
why
but-
had to hunt
But
you down
it's
for 100
just, huh?
Yeah, no, just messing with you. I said I was
What?
just messing with you. I said why I had to hunt you down for $100 for the class reunion. No, I'm just messing with
Why you had to what?
Why she had to hunt you down for
down
$100 for the class
you.
reunion?
Why you had to hunt me down for what? Say it again.
Why she had to hunt you down for $100 for the class reunion?
Oh, okay. All right.
Your business.
Messing with
You
you.
sitting there airways. You telling your business.
I'm just
One,
messing with
one. No. I'm gonna answer that. One. I don't cash out. I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
I can see
You know,
that.
I cannot stand it. You know, so that's what that was about.
Tell you something.
What?
Listen, you do things in your time. Now
Mhm.
these interest rates, interest rates when they go up, they gotta come back down.
Right.
So wait for the interest rate to go down.
Hmm.
Keep your eye out, and when you're ready, you go ahead. But I really don't think because there are people out here. Look at people in New York; they don't ever own a home. They don't want to own a home because it's too expensive.
Mhm.
So I know that that's a goal of yours.
Mhm.
I don't know many women that will say, "Well, because he doesn't own a home." I know women that will say, he ain't paying his bills. He ain't no money in his pocket. He can't travel. At this age, you want to be able to go as you please. Say, okay, we
Right.
want to go out of town or go out of the country or go on a cruise
Right.
or whatever. And you saying, oh my, yeah, I'm gonna have to save up for that. We could probably go next year. No. We're not equally yoked. So some women might find that to be an issue, but not having a house right now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
And I feel like that 2%, 3%. I feel like that was just that's not the norm. That was just like a fluke that just seemed to happen like right outside the pandemic and stuff. We probably in the times where the normal interest rates are. 5%, 6%, 7%, that kind of stuff. But I did hear that if you make 2 payments, it could cut that mortgage down. Fee is a money person, but I did hear that. So even though you may feel like doing
Any
that,
payment outside of any additional payments, it's gonna cut. I mean, you can. There's information out there to tell you how many extra payments to make a year that can cut 5-10 years off your mortgage just by making a couple extra payment. So, I mean, listen, if you really want a house, you can always. I don't suggest this, but you can always purchase your home and refinance it. It's gonna take a minute, but I would just sit right now because the interest rates will probably go back down. COVID was a really tricky time because you could get a 2% interest, you could refinance, you could do all this stuff, and that's not normal. So don't wait for that to come back. It's not normal. That's not a normal time. So, but I would just wait. I would just wait a little bit because, like you said, 5%, 4-5%. If you got excellent credit, you know. But if you got who is Road Glide?
Your cousin. No time soon, cousin.
Who is Road Glide?
He probably talking from his YouTube channel.
Oh,
but, yeah, no time.
Please tell me who you are. But yeah.
Let me ask you ladies a question. Can I ask you another question?
He interviewing us. Go ahead.
No. I know a young lady. She has a sister. And her sister's like 33 years old. She met a young brother at the gym, little muscular, buff dude when I saw him. I mean, Incredible Hulk. And he's like 25, right? So she allowed him to move into her house, right? Paid off all his bills and caught his credit card up and everything.
She did that?
Yeah. Wow. And she is now putting him through school to finish up his bachelor's.
Does she have a ring on her finger?
No. Do you have a problem with that?
Yep.
Absolutely.
I do. But
why?
If you can't tell nobody what to do, but I wouldn't do it.
Why?
And walk away tomorrow. Then what?
I'm just setting him up for the next woman. I mean, what is he giving her in return? Like, what's the reciprocity in a relationship? What is she offering her? It don't have to be in the monetary nature, but what is he offering her?
Love, I guess.
Attention, love, treating her how she want to be treated. Somebody to go to the gym with. I don't know.
You said nothing that's gonna make me do all that stuff. I ain't heard nothing that quantifies me doing all I did with him.
What do y'all think in our audience? What would you do that? Women, would you do that? There are men that will do that for a woman.
And then she's 8 years older than he is.
Right.
So
sound like to me you buying a man, sis. I'm sorry.
Buying him?
Buying a man.
I mean, you could be in love, but you ain't. I mean, moving into my house, that's one thing. Possibly, yeah, maybe. But the paying support, you pretty much supporting him.
She doing everything.
He moved from his mama house to her house. He moved from his mama house to her house.
She paid. You said she paid off his credit card.
Yeah. And she paid for his last semester in school. She put him back in school.
How much was the credit? I mean, you done paid off the man credit cards and y'all not married?
Now, I ain't getting to that deep, but I know it was 2 credit cards she paid off for.
No.
Well, ask her, can she
pay to support? It's okay to help, but you gotta be No.
That's more than support. That's taking care.
I'm allergic to that. I'm itching.
Look,
now.
that's taking care of him.
No, I can't do that.
Now, if
But
we
let's say he gets the degree and returns the favor. They get married and they build something. They build a future.
Okay,
It's
then I
not
just
in
have to
order.
miss that opportunity. But I'm probably not gonna get to that point.
Well, if we were married, yes, but they're not even married. That's where I have the issue. It's like it's out of order. But people do what they do
Because they
to
want
to make them happy. What's the saying? If she like it, I love it. But couldn't be
But
me.
her sister's worried. Her sister's worried.
As she should be.
I mean, why I gotta stop? I don't
As
believe
should be.
in it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it?
Ladies, I don't think many ladies would do that.
Wow.
Because you get yourself together and then, I'm thinking about the what ifs. Even if you married, you get yourself together and you might roll out. But I just don't see the benefit in me paying off all your bills. I think, I don't know.
Well, is it possible that she sees what this man can potentially be?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And if she has the resources to get him there, and he's shown that he can be loyal to her, is it possible?
I don't see anything wrong with her doing it. I ain't doing it.
Wow. And why would you not? Why would you not?
My husband and something, like I said, from my husband, something happens. I'm right there, 10 toes down. My money is already your money.
Right.
But a man that I'm not married to, I don't have a claim at all.
And that I'm 8 years older than, so I'm definitely possibly in a better position than him financially. So
right.
It's a big age gap too. Yeah.
Well, what's the problem with that?
No, ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with that.
Problem with that.
At that young age,
that. Especially for him.
Yes, but my point is she's probably in a better position than him. She's probably, in a better financial position than him. So,
and what about? But let's look at what about the things she can expose him to, both socially and professionally.
Him to plenty of things without giving him
and
her.
She can and if she can mold that brother,
mold.
Mold.
Okay, so you got 3 daughters.
Wow.
You got 3 daughters, John. Suppose this was your daughter. Would you still have the same sentiment?
You're taking too long. You're taking too long.
What you
That's
said,
a
Peggy?
good question.
Crickets. Peggy said crickets.
Taking too long. That should have been a yes right off the bat.
Put it this way. There's been times, especially with my oldest daughter, where I have told her things and she was in a relationship that I didn't like. And I had to rescue her 3 times from this one man. And then the 4th time when she went back, I had to stay out of it. You got to learn on your own now. It's on you. And when she came back for the 4th time, she was ready to let that go and do things the way she should have been doing it in the first place. So there are times when fathers do see things and get involved. And then there's times where you sit back. Huh?
The same thing with her sister. And then was your daughter pouring tens of thousands of dollars into this man?
I would say she was paying all the bills and he wasn't working. And I was like, I know I didn't teach you that.
You don't agree with that, but it's okay for her to pay this man credit card bills off and pay for his school.
But notice I said he's in college. So he's trying to better himself. and she's allowing him to do that.
But
This
why gotta be
bro,
why
We're
he
not
can't get
going to
paid
agree
or
on.
student-
We're not
huh?
going to agree on this one.
why he gotta do it
Yeah.
on my dime? What about student loans? What about financial aid?
But you know,
Where
like
his
I
mom?
said,
Look,
and
where
I
his
said
mama?
before, if she wants to do that, then that's okay. But
Right.
this right here, it ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
Well, I hope she's just doing it from her heart and not because she's expecting him to be with her. Now, would he be wrong for getting his degree and moving on to somebody else, or saying this relationship is not working for me and moving
Oh,
on? And
definitely, most definitely, he would be definitely wrong. He'd
but
be definitely
supposedly
wrong.
it's not
He
working
ain't got no
out.
contract. He ain't
Yeah.
signed no contract to say I gotta be here.
So that's a chance.
You know
that
what?
she's-
You know what? And if a woman has invested in me and wants to make me better and got a vision and can take me where I can't take myself, oh, I ain't going nowhere.
But
You
you
will have
speaking,
to.
you speaking from a 55-year-old man. We talking about a 25-year-old man.
You speaking from
That's
a whole
different.
different generation,
Yes.
baby.
Exactly. You.
All right, we're not gonna agree on this, so we're gonna move on to the next question.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
All right.
Like
Does social media interfere with relationships?
Oh, hell yes. Yeah,
Why say that?
yeah, because sometimes people can talk too much and put too much information about what's going on with them on social media. Or, it's nothing wrong with it because I've done it. I'm in a relationship starting today or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you start, flashing your good times and showing that we here and we there and we doing this, everybody ain't happy for you. Even the ones closest to you ain't gonna be happy for you. Some
Man,
things
that's
you just
true.
got Some things you just got to keep off of social media and to yourself. Everybody
true.
don't have to come into the new house. Everybody don't have to ride in the new car. Everybody don't have to see what you have, because I'm telling you, if that girlfriend to get around that guy that you so happy with come with the low hanging shirt and the tight jeans on, with her feet done, her hair looking nice, with that Yves Saint Laurent on and smelling all good, and you come walking through the house with some rollers in your hair when she come over there, and he look and she laughing at every joke that he tell, she on the hunt.
He said Yves Saint Laurent.
YSL. So I do agree with that, but I do feel, I was thinking we do have double standards when it comes to Facebook. Let's say if like a woman, I feel like a woman could tell a guy, "Oh, you look so handsome," or "You look nice." But if a guy did that on a girl's page, oh, it would be looked at different.
That's why and I've made this a rule, man. I've never wanted a woman that I was dating. I never wanted to check her phone. I never wanted to check her Facebook page, because what I don't know can't hurt me. What ain't my business, I don't make my business. That's your phone and that's your page. So
Like we got the same friends, and let's say you Felicia can tell you look nice, but if you post on the Felicia's page, "Oh, you look good," or whatever, does that? It's a difference. I feel like women can say on the person's page, "Oh, you look nice," or "You look handsome," without it being disrespectful or looked at as flirt.
Some of them, because some women know how to let you know they flirt.
oh yeah.
Now, me simply, like if I say, "Oh, brother, you looking handsome today," that's one
Right.
thing. But you sure
But-
looking good.
Yeah. And certain women, they'll get around a certain man, and they'll rub a certain part of that anatomy across the back of across the back of that muscle, or they'll rub it across his neck, and you know what's up.
Neck.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They'll rub it across the arm or rub it across the back of his neck, and you know what the deal is. We know what's up.
What you rubbing
That's
across the
happened
back?
to you, John.
Nothing to talk about, but we know what's up. We know what's up.
Listen, a woman knows how.
Agree. You look
that
good or you look
No.
nice. It is two different things.
that
Yeah,
they-
I agree.
and you know what? I work with young men every day, and I have to let them know a woman know what she gonna do with you the first day she see you. It's up to you to talk yourself out of that situation. What young boys don't know is that women talk to receive information, men talk to give it. And when you talk too much, you talk yourself out of the situation. It's like I keep my hair cut. I know what to say. I know how to say. I know how to dress. I know how to show that I'm making enough money to take you to the movie or whatever. But if I overspeak, she listening and she hearing that. And you
hear
talk
what
your,
else say.
huh?
We done already checked you out before we
Yeah.
even see you. We
She
hear
already know. So and what you need to understand, it ain't nothing you did. She done already made her mind up, bro. You ain't doing nothing. What you doing is talking yourself out of the situation. Sometimes it's good to just shut the hell up and just let it play,
y'all brothers do the same thing.
huh?
Y'all brothers do the same thing.
Well, it's just that a woman, like I said, and that's why a woman is so hurt when things don't go well, because it ain't nothing that you did. The point is that she chose your dumb ass. And she was willing to look the other way on certain things and thought she could change you, and she couldn't.
That
well,
part.
we know that's a word.
That's a whole nother topic right
That's
there
the
we need
word.
to talk about. Women thinking we can change men and we can't.
We
cannot.
cannot. I don't care how good you look, how big your butt is. No, you cannot change a man. If he gotta want to change.
It's real. Sometimes, and especially, let me tell you, especially with Felicia Vereen, she is an observer to her heart. She don't say too much. She sit and look and shake her head sometime or put that smirk on her face. She's watching. See, like you're doing now?
Her.
You're an observer to her heart. She don't say too much. That's why you got to be quiet.
I'm gonna say a lot to my girlfriends, but that's the thing. That's the thing. As a woman, that's why I say it. I'm listening to the things you saying and you ain't saying.
Right.
I'm paying attention to you. I'm paying attention to we on a date. I'm paying attention to how you treating the waitress. I'm paying attention to did you open my car door? I'm paying attention to are you allowing me to walk in first? I mean, I'm paying attention to all of this. I'm paying attention to how you treating me.
Funny you should say that, because I was out with somebody and I walked them to their car.
We got to ban my cousin.
I walked them to their car, but when I got to her car, I didn't open the door for her. So
And wait.
I called her back that night and I had to apologize to her. I was like, you know what? I am so sorry because I got to your car and I didn't open the door for you. Can you please forgive me? And she was like, I noticed it, but she was like, I'm glad you noticed, because I was in a rush to get back to where I was, but that wasn't the most gentleman thing to do.
Oh, you all were in two separate cars.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was good and big of you to apologize. So, and I'm glad that she accepted your apology.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, you know, it just gets to the point where it's like, as far as going back to social media, some people, even when they get mad at their spouse, I mean, you go on their page and you can see everything that's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything.
And what that does is that opens doors to create situations that don't need to be created if you just learn how to keep certain things to yourself. Certain things do not belong on social media. They don't.
Mm-mm.
If you're
Oh,
in a
girl,
relationship,
they get in his inbox. Oh, they
if
beefing,
if
girl.
if if, if you're in a relationship, okay, fine, beautiful. I'm happy for you. But if you and that person are having a disagreement, or if you done had a breakup with this person, you don't get on social media trashing that person. Don't do that.
Like a prime
Well,
example, because I don't want to talk
this-
about any. I don't want to talk about anybody that I know, so I'm gonna use people on TV. Portia and Mr. Gobadia.
Yeah.
they
It's
drag each other.
just funny that they are dragging each other, but
Right.
they're polite with it. I mean, they dragging each other very politely, and it's like, just stop, just stop, really.
And I mean, and I'm a victim of that. When I went through my divorce, I got dragged big time.
On social media,
Oh, man.
man, where was I at? I ain't read none of that.
Because you weren't friends with her.
Oh,
You
okay.
weren't friends with her. But I got dragged
That
big
make
time.
you feel.
How did it make me feel?
Mhm.
I was already used to it because unbeknownst to me, when we were married, she was saying things before we got divorced, and I didn't know about it. I was wondering why certain people had kind of like turned their back on me and shunned me and was saying things and wouldn't talk to me, is because some bad things were said. And I was like, whoa, what's
Mm.
up? But when it gets to where massive amount of people can see certain things, man, you're like, whoa.
But the crazy thing to me is that some women and men get online and they do all this talking about the other person. But to me, and this might just be just me, but I look at you some kind of way.
Right.
You know,
Oh yeah.
that you putting all this business out there. I mean, like, I wouldn't want to be your friend because
You make yourself look bad. Yes.
you might do that to me. I mean, definitely, I might not be in a relationship with you because God forbid I make you mad. You gonna do the same
Right.
Right.
Be
Now,
like,
a
girl,
cou-
go somewhere to heal.
thing.
now, a couple of years ago, I was in a relationship, and me and this person was all over Facebook, just pictures, 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 where we was and what we was doing and this, that, and the third. And when me and this person was no longer together, a lot of people were shocked because they thought that I was gonna marry this girl, and I thought I was headed that way too, but it didn't work out. And I say all that to say this, man. If again, if you're in a relationship, man, and you happy, sometimes the whole world don't need to know all of that. They don't,
Oh,
because people will start asking questions. You could be seen with another girl, and somebody could say, you know what, um, blah 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 blah, and then you have to say, whoa, 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 that ain't her, bro. That was something else going on. That's she. This is something totally different. But because you don't put everything out there and they thinking this is that person, it makes it uncomfortable.
well,
Everybody ain't got to know everything and everybody ain't got to see everything.
people gonna
Mhm.
up anyway. I put a picture of me and my ex-husband out on Facebook. I was supporting him, and everybody got us married. Want to know when the wedding is, when we getting back together, all that stuff. Just by me putting a picture of me supporting him because he got a promotion. I'm like, whoa, whoa. I'm just doing a little bit of support, a little bit of
Mhm.
support. Now I
Right.
got one question, and we over our time, so we're gonna get about it here. I'm gonna leave this next question for next time, Red. If you know, there's people that go and like people posts, but
Right.
somebody told me the other day, girl, he liked your post. No, no, it's different when he liked your post. Now he done hearted your post. You ain't see that, and I'm like, I just don't pay attention to all of that. You know, it's if you heart my post, you like I'm not paying attention.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, some
Keep going back
some
and looking and seeing
some
who
some
likes
some
the post.
it's some men can overread that sometimes. They can overread that sometimes and think, well, she kind of feeling me. Let me put
And
something
some
else
just
out.
and
Huh?
some are just thirsty. Hearting everybody pictures, hearting your picture.
Yeah, yeah. But you got to be real careful who you put that heart up there for. Real careful. And this is kind of on the same wavelength. This young boy that I knew wanted to send a girl some flowers,
You know
and
a
he
lot of
wanted
people.
to. Yeah, I mean, he wanted to send her some red roses. I was like, whoa, 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 partner, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't send her no red roses, because red roses mean something totally different to a woman. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
That's more
You,
romantic.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. That means something totally different. Send her some dandelions or whatever, but don't send her no.
a week.
Dandelions, don't you get them out the yard?
Nothing but some weeds.
Not
You know,
carnations, but some dandelions. Okay.
yeah. I mean, he was like, no, bro.
Dandelions. I'm gonna think you just picked them out the yard before you came to my
So you blow
But you get what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
wanted to send her some certain things have symbolism that come with it. Be careful, man. No, don't do that. You blowing it, bro. You blowing it.
Some
and
yellow rose.
too much to her.
Yeah. I mean, so when you heart somebody's stuff, be real careful who you do that to, because some dudes, like you said, are thirsty, and some dudes can overread some things, man, and be like, yo, ain't she feeling me? When she
Candy,
really won't.
Candy, I'm with you. Get
Huh?
Candy, like Candy said, I heard it all. I'm out.
So darn damn.
Dandelions, not dandelions.
Well, you know what I mean.
One thing when you heart somebody, they got on a nice outfit or whatever, you heart it or whatever. But when you going through, you hearting everything. That's something different. I mean, I get that. But yeah, we read into a lot of things.
Right. But let me ask you though, be honest. If a man send you red roses that you wasn't expecting it from, is that alert button gonna come up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
get
so.
that. A little romantic.
If he send me a potted plant, I'm gonna be like, what the hell? No.
That's friendly. It's better than some dandelions.
Listen, y'all. Listen. I absolutely love to get on here and crack up with y'all. This is the most fun time that we have. We got some more questions. We're gonna come back with the rest of the questions. I just want to say, John Kilby, thank you for coming on here and talk. It's always fun when we talk to you.
It
You most
is.
certainly welcome.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I called him at the last minute and he was able to jump on with us. So we truly appreciate you.
Anytime, man. I love attention, and the camera loves me as much as I love it. So at any time.
Pretty boy Kilby. Pretty boy Kilby.
Yes.
I'll
The
call
camera
you
loves
Pastor,
you.
Pastor Pretty Boy.
Yeah.
And thank you for everybody that joined us tonight. Listen, we are still accepting Dear Red and Feed letters. I got one, but I can't read it. We over time. So we're gonna save that. But we still accepting Dear Red and Feed letters. Write us. We will definitely read your letter online and see what kind of advice we can give you. Let us know if you have some topics. Let us know if you have some topics that you want to talk about, and we'll put them on.
We certainly will.
So
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
yes,
Having
happy
a baby
Mother's
today.
Day, moms. Listen,
Yeah. Well, can you allow me to say Happy Mother's Day to the mother of my children? I hope she has the greatest Mother's Day possible. Happy Mother's Day to her.
oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's absolutely sweet. Well, I hope she does have a happy Mother's Day, and I hope all the mothers on our page have a wonderful, Happy Mother's Day. I hope you do not get any dandelions. We want red, yellow, pink roses, dinner, everything to your heart's desire, ladies. Have a good night. Bye, John.
We are here to inspire her, the total woman.
Yeah.